Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi to everyone. Today I would like to present our research. The topic is effectiveness of gamification in the engagement of student learning and experiment of student achievement for complex number. First of all, I would like to introduce the team members. First, myself, Azita Niti Ali, Afiul Ismail, Ida Aryani Baharudin, Nur Syamini Razali, and Azrina Muhammad Sabiri. Okay, for the introduction, according to Zakaria 2040, mathematics is a multiple branch type of science that is used primarily in training the human mind to think creatively and systematically for solving problems and in producing accurate and correct results. Okay, according to Ahmad and Sharil 2014, mathematics is the game of all individuals in identifying problems as well as problem solving. Students of the engineering department at the Malaysian Polytechnic are also required to take the Engineering Mathematics 1 course, in which one of the topics they will be studying is the topic of complex number. All the issues in complex numbers learning are said to be due to the traditional learning method practiced in school for a long time. According to grade 2019, complex numbers are important to be understood by students because this topic is related to the subject in the field of engineering, and Vadaf 2016 said students find it difficult to solve operational problem question, and students also found it difficult to draw and put complex number into Argand diagram. And Hui and Lam 2013 said students are also having difficulty in solving problems that involve the basic operation of complex number. The delivery of teaching and learning process using the traditional methods would make the learning environment to be unconducive, thus making the students sleepy and bored. This would result in decrease in the level of students' motivations. So, mathematical learning in modern times has changed from traditional approach to technological approach. This finding is supported by Abdul 2017, who agreed that mathematics teaching activities would be made more interesting if it includes the use of computing equipment and the use of multimedia, so that the interaction between the teachers and students would become more creative that could eventually replace traditional methods that do not have interactive features. In Azman 2014 study, most students would find it difficult to cope with the mathematics teaching and learning because students need a more fun and engaging approach when compared to the traditional method used by instructors in the classroom. And according to Gross 2013, instructors need to use a visualization approach to the teaching and learning process to help students improve their understanding in the topic complex number. Therefore, this study will answer some research questions. Number first, what is significant difference in study achievement after using the gamification for topic complex numbers? And the second one, what are the perceptions of students after use of material gamification for topic complex numbers? The study of Muhammad Nurizwan 2014 has shown that students who are weak in the topic of two-digit division will require the approach of constructivist theory to improve their understanding in the topic of double-digit division. And Zakaria study 2014 said high school students need the technological approach in helping them to understand the topic of algebra while in the classroom. This is because students need visualization assistance as a catalyst for their understanding. Learning and teaching that involve calculation process require additional media such as technology that is the instructor delivery process and the student understanding. CUT 2019 study, learning mathematics that involve complex numbers topic will require additional approach to support traditional learning that is still in practice. Sabri 2013 study had found that the learning pattern would need to be changed from the analytical approach to one that requires a visual representation approach for teaching and learning that involves complex numbers and Argand diagram, so that students could see clearly how the process of drawing and putting complex numbers to Argand diagram. According to Colony 2016, process learning that takes place using a triggering gamification approach fun atmosphere on its user as they can try the game repeated until they can master that topic learned, especially in mathematics. In the study of Isnanto 2016 has found that the gamification can increase student understanding in mathematics topic and it can increase student motivation in the classroom. In addition of increasing student motivation, gamification in education could also improve the student learning performance. As Supriyanto 2017 said, through the digital games in education, students would be more motivated to try to improve on their current marks and performance, which in turn would promote a more conducive and healthy competition in learning. Students will also try and create something extraordinary in the content digital games, and this will result in the development of the student potential to be enhanced through the context of digital games. So here the methodology. First, sampling instrument. Okay, our research used pre-post experimental, which is 60 students who took engineering mathematics 1 course used as a sampling, and the students need to answer the question and pre and post test as instrument. For the treatment group, 30 students were selected as respondent has been placed in a treatment group. The treatment group has used gamification approach in the teaching and learning process that has been performed for 8 weeks and conducted by instructor in the classroom. Testing began with a pre-test to see student initial score on complex number topic and followed by a post-test that has been held in 8 weeks after gamification material. For the control group, has used traditional approach in their teaching and learning process, and then they use traditional approach in the teaching and learning. The group will also give a pre-test in the first week and post-test in the 8 weeks. For pilot study, researchers distribute questionnaire to the 30 students. Based on the analysis, the Chromebook alpha value item was 0.96. According to Chua 2011, alpha value approach, the range between the value of 0.70 to 0.90 is a possible range value accepted as high validity and reliability. Figure 1 show our product. The first figure is the main page, and the second one is the gaming interface. And for the figure 2, the first one is the node interface for subtopic 1, and the second one interaction interface for subtopic 1. And figure 3, the first one is the interface for balloon game, and the second one the interface for game shooting spaceship. Okay, for the data analysis, for the research question number 1, we use the instrument pre and post test, and we use analysis t-test. And the second one, for the research question, we use instrument questionnaire and analysis by mean score. So here the result and the discussion. Okay, data normality pretest. Data normality test is a basic condition that would need to be done first prior to the t-test analysis being performed, because the t-test requires normally distribute data. Data are normal if the p exceeds more than 0.05. Researchers use the Shapiro-Wilk method for this normality test because, according to George and Melly 2003, Shapiro-Wilk method is suitable for a small sample of less than 100 samples. So the table shows the result of the normality test for the pre-test for the group treatment and the control group. Based on the first table, the value p equal to 0.019 shows the data normally distributed, and the second table the first table p equal to 0.212, so all data are normally distributed. Okay, for the pre-achievement test difference between control and treatment groups, the table shows the significant value for the t-sample of the dependent sample is 0.111, that is above than 0.05, which means that there is no difference in the pre-achievement test for both groups. This situation could be concluded that the control group and the treatment group have the same level of basic knowledge before teaching and learning was conducted. The table shows the p-value on the post-treatment group is 0.162 and the value exceeds the value of 0.05. This means that the obtained from respondent are normally distributed. Similarly, the p-value for The other table, we show the anomaly test analysis for the post-control group test was 0.219, where the value of exceed than 0.05, and this also indicated the data anomaly distribute. So here the results for different in post-achievement test between control and treatment group. Okay, the table shows the finding of the analysis that the significant value for the T sample of dependent sample is 0.000 is less than 0.05. Thus, there were significant difference in achievement tests between treatment group student and control group student. To answer the question of student perception after using gamification material for complex number topics, the researcher used the mean analysis percentage score to obtain the value of the result score from the respondent feedback. From the table, we can see all the mean score values are at a high level. From this finding, it can be concluded that students have a positive of the element of increasing motivation, interface design, and use of technology in teaching and learning. Student perception of increased motivation after using this gamification material is very high, and this is because at the end of each note, exercise and test is accompanied by motivational words that would inspire students to learn complex number. Apart from that, the use of good color communication has also affected the motivation of students to use gamification from the beginning of the topic to the end. So the conclusion, the results show that the level of student perception after using gamification material for complex numbers topic is high. Students agree that this gamification material has good function in terms of color, animation, graphic, navigation button, and this could help them in increasing their interest to use this gamification material. And the use of technology-based gamification, based teaching aids in teaching could help students to remember better. Therefore, the use of this gamification is one of the best teaching and learning methods in improving student understanding and achievement in mathematics subject, especially for complex numbers. Okay, that's all, and thank you for listening my presentation.